Hey guys, it's Coco Tarot back again with another message. We're just going to get right into it and see what you guys need to know right now. I hope everyone is doing well. I had to bust out my ring light because it is nighttime right now. I never film at night, guys. I usually do tarot in the morning because I just find that the energies are way more pleasant in the morning, but it is the evening, so let's tap into the collective energy. What does the collective need to know right now? Thank you so much. What are they going through? We'll start with 3. Okay, we got 2. We got the 7 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles. Definitely finances related or work related. Clarify the 7 and the 8 of Pentacles. There's a consecutive number too with the 7 and 8, so you're making progress is what I'm hearing. Yeah, we got the Chariot and the King of Swords. Okay, so someone here is definitely only focused on finances right now. Your main drive right now is your financial situation, and you're using that to make investments in your future. Some of you guys are cutting out certain areas where spending is a little bit too much for you. You could be saving up for something in particular or trying to make a big purchase, and this is why you're in that King of Swords. You're like, okay, we're not doing fast food. We're not getting the Uber Eats. We gotta, make cuts where we may so we can invest this money and work hard towards some kind of goal. For some of you, this is a move. You're trying to buy a house or property or land. I'm hearing I make money moves. Yeah, so we got the Judgment in reverse. Some of you guys are correcting past debt. So correcting areas in your life where maybe when you were young, you made some stupid purchases, student debt. You could be contacting someone who is a professional with the King of Swords and the Judgment in reverse who is helping you with your finances. This could be a father or some kind of accountant. I'm hearing a family attorney. Someone is helping you out with your finances because you've made some mistakes or credit card debt, stuff like that we don't know when we're young. We're just like, okay, I'll pay for it later. We got the Moon in the Tower, yeah, but these things, they secretly hurt you because maybe you weren't able to buy a house or you weren't able to buy a car or you had really bad credit for a really long time, but you're making an effort to correct your past misfortunes or you being rash about your money. With the Judgment, the 8 of Pentacles, and the Tower, some of you guys are literally having to do community service or maybe some jail time even. You might have to go for like 6 months or something. It's almost like you are ready to pay your dues. You're like, okay, if I want some good hidden karma, something that's going to make me feel encouraged, I need to be correcting stuff. And it doesn't have to be jail. This could be correcting small things, like I said, just making sure you're not doing frivolous spending or you're just cutting corners. We got the Queen of Cups in reverse. Some of you guys, you got out of a relationship and that's why you're in this momentum. So you're kind of like post breakup focusing on your money. For some of you guys, you are a masculine and falling out of love has put you in this energy of going for money. I keep hearing that song that's like, I make money moves. Some of you guys are just focused on your money, not love whatsoever with the Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, and the Knight of Cups. We know what this is. The Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups in reverse. You guys, you're down to flirt, maybe even go on a date or two or meet up with someone, but you're not trying to find love. You're trying to find money. You're trying to become more stable. Or for some of you guys, you could have had someone who criticized your finances in a family dynamic, a family member, or maybe you were with someone who used to criticize your finances, and this could be something that made you feel like you want to work on them to shut this person up. I heavily feel that. And if it's not finances, there was definitely someone in your life who was freaking out on you or telling you needed to do something and you didn't do it, and now you're like doing it times 10 because you're like, yeah, I'm gonna watch me do it now. Yeah, I'm doing it. I have no idea. Very strong, determined energy here, though. Like I said, you're either saving up for something or you have some kind of goal. This could be getting rid of debt, like I said. Yeah, the 2 of Wands. You're planning for your future and you're making sure you're making the right plans with the 2 of Wands, okay? With the World in that guy's hand there, it's like this time around, you're not going to fall for the money scams or fall for the debt scams, or you're really going to look into the fine print when you buy something, making sure you're not getting a car that you're going to be paying off for 30 years, or, you know, getting good interest rates. This is very adult. That's why we got the Queen of Swords, because the Queen and King of Swords, to me, regardless of your gender, it's like very logical and mature. You know, it's like that parent that's always on you to fill out an application or to make sure you're doing your taxes. It's very logical. 10 steps ahead. And that's where you guys have put your energy into right now. I think we got the King of Swords. Yeah, the 10 of Wands in reverse. You're done. I'm hearing you're done. Why are all these cards flying out? For some of you guys, you're saving up money or being stringent with money because you want to get married and you're saving up for your wedding, and you're like, man, if I want my wedding to look nice, I got to make sure, or not even nice, you just want to be able to save up for your wedding, and maybe you don't have a family who can financially help you with that. The Three of Swords. Yeah, there's something about your financial situation that is a little heartbreaking to you. Something that I said, like, you did in the past, impulsively maybe, but I'm also seeing this as you guys could be using a side hobby or something creative to make even more money, so multiple jobs and whatnot. But in the past, you were very impulsive, and now you've gained the maturity to kind of slow down and think about what you're doing before you do it, okay? And that's really great. We're going to get into another deck. Clarify this energy for the collective. Clarify this for the collective. Clarify this energy. What else do they need to know about their situation? Thank you so much. Okay, yeah. The Hangman in reverse. I feel as if life has forced you to have the revelation that you need to take better care of yourself. It's almost as if you've done a lot of trial and error, collective. You've been the type of person to try things out, even things that are necessarily not good or wouldn't be good for a situation. So I hate to give this example, but you've even cheated just to see what it was like and then been like, yeah, cheating is bad. Oh my God, don't ever do it. You're going to get caught. It's like you have to learn from that experience. But now you're having the maturity to realize that some things you can either learn from other people's experiences, so them sharing their stories with you and you following their advice, or learning things from books or even a documentary. You're learning that, okay, I don't have to put my foot in the door to see what's going on inside of the room. I can just peer through the window sometimes, you know what I mean? Yeah, the sun, yes, exactly. It's like sometimes you can have the revelation without having to be in this hangman with the whole city after you, mob mentality, hanging you upside down. I don't know why, but I just thought of that SpongeBob episode when he pops up in everybody's dreams and they all get mad at him and he wakes up and they're all in the room like, get out of our dreams. Like, some people could be dreaming about you and being like, why am I dreaming about this person? Yeah, the Lover's in reverse. Some of you guys have made some rash choices in love, and maybe this left you having to pay child support, or, you know, just be in an energy where you really had to balance out what the heck was going on. I mean this with lots of love, collective, but some of you guys are not the best when it comes to decision making. And it definitely is a skill, and a lot of us don't know how important our decisions are until we get older. We do all this stuff in our 20s and we're a teenager, and sometimes even in our 30s, and then we get older and we're like, what was I thinking? I didn't have to do that, or I didn't have to, you know, but it's a part of the process, and now you're gaining that momentum. And with the Sun card here and the Hangman, it's just like you're realizing a lot of truths where you are, instead of always being in that kinetic energy. Yeah, the Ace of Wands again. There is some kind of creative energy that keeps popping up here. Some of you guys are creative types. Why can I never find these cards? Okay. I made a mess, guys. Yeah, there's a lot of creativity and a lot of potential for some kind of creative path. And this doesn't necessarily mean being an artist, but maybe you have found a creative way to do something or found some kind of loophole. Also, I just realized that's a man's hand holding the wand there, and then that's a woman's hand with the fingernails holding the wand there. So maybe you're having to meet equally with someone, or I don't know why I'm seeing two people going down a path and then them meeting in the middle. You could have had to meet someone in the middle. There's something of passion here. Maybe you're a fire sign. I don't know. But those two Ace of Wands, that's very powerful. I don't even know if I've ever gotten that in a reading. We got the Nine of Pentacles. There's something here, collective. If you had an idea or you do some kind of creative talent on the side, I don't think you know how beneficial this will be. And the female one just fell off, so some of you guys could be a masculine. That could be a particular message for you. There could be something that you do with your hands, something that you craft with your hands that could potentially be a great source of income or help you pay off some kind of debt. Tap in. Get creative. Use your hands, okay? We got the Star here. Yeah, wow, this is amazing. It reminds me of, like, with writers, they say you most likely write your masterpiece at the age of 31. And I'm 29, so I always get really excited about that. I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't, I still have time. But anyway, that's how I feel with this. It's like you haven't realized that the masterpiece of your life that you're creating right now, it's almost as if you're realizing you don't have to steal the paintbrushes and steal the canvas and do all this, shady stuff or whatever. Even if it wasn't shady, just, have to go that alternate route. That there are some things that can come easy to you if you really just tap in and think about it, because I feel like you guys have a hidden talent or a special thing that you do that you don't tell people about, or that you've been thinking about doing that you could be really good off the bat. So say, because I'm a tarot reader, I'll say this. So say you've wanted to do tarot, but you're not sure, you've thought about it once or twice, but you don't know, you could be really good at it. You could be better than me, better than half the readers on here. It's almost as if some of you guys don't realize that whether you're good at something already or you're not, there's potential for you to really thrive with something creative in your life. Clarify this some more? Clarify this? Yeah, the Six of Pentacles. You guys are figuring it out. You're figuring it out. You're figuring out that what you put in is what you get back, okay? I'm hearing you are what you eat. You are what you eat. That's what you're figuring out, and it's creating balance within you and balance with you and your guides and whatnot, because, yeah, the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. Well, the Sun was already out. It kind of like flipped on my lap. You realize your true potential. And you are no longer willing to waste that or to use it for not the best means. You're ready to use it for something better, and something better for yourself or the people around you, the community around you. Clarify these two Ace of Wands. I really want to know what that is. I don't think I've ever gotten the Ace of Wands twice in a reading. That wasn't, a love reading that was oriented with money. I don't know why I can't speak right now. We have the Empress. So this could have to do with love, but I almost feel as if this could be a hobby or something that you learned from a woman, or that a woman taught you, a feminine energy. And if that isn't the case, there could be a feminine energy that wants to collab with you, or you are collaborating with, because we had those two hands there. It's like you're meeting someone in the middle here. And I don't know what that means, collective. Maybe only you will know what that means, but you're meeting someone in the middle. I'm hearing stuck in the middle with you. The Fool. What is this? Whoa. What if I told you? Everything you're working on right now, there's someone you're connected to that is also working on themselves. That's why we got the two Ace of Wands with these particular decks that have two separate genders holding those wands. I keep hearing that song now, Stuck in the Middle with You. There is someone on the same exact path that you're on right now. And maybe it's been a little different, so you haven't had exactly the same experiences per se, but it's almost as if you're supposed to meet this person in the middle of your way, on your way. This Empress energy, or this could be you, the Empress, that's meeting someone on the way. Yeah, the Three of Cups and the Page of Wands. Wow. I'm not a future reader, so I won't spoil it for you, but I feel like pay attention to the connections that you're making lately, because you never know who's around you that you could really connect with, or your story could touch, or their story could touch you. Maybe that's why I got the example of you learning from other people's experiences rather than making the mistake on your own. There's someone that could really identify with what you've been through, or you can identify with them. This could even be in someone that you watch online, or inspiration. That's what it is, divine inspiration. Clarify this energy. But we're going to get some advice, guys, and see what else you guys need to know. Advice for the collective. We got the gorilla. Take time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially family members. I'm saying, if you have a feminine family member or a female family member that has been teaching you about finances, or teaching you about art, or teaching you about tarot, or teaching you, it's almost like pay attention. There's someone of a feminine energy that is really helping you right now, and you'll be really grateful for what they can do for you. We also got the peacock. Let yourself stand out and be noticed. So don't be afraid to live your truth, you know, to share your experiences sometimes, or to be authentic. And don't be afraid to show people that you have scars, okay? And display those scars like shiny little gems, because that's what you are. And that is your reading for today, and I'll be back soon with another message. Toodaloo.